Here we go. As expected, last season's top teams burst out of the gate. Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, Aston Villa, Chelsea, they're flying.
No surprise there. These are the Champions League squads after all.
Chelsea, they finished 6th last season, but they're showing real hunger early on. Are they trying to crush the other spirits early? Hold on. The mid-table teams, they're not falling that far behind.
Right, just like last season, the mid-tier clubs have seriously stepped up. They're holding their own so far.
Now that we've passed round 6 in a flash, we're starting to see a clear gap between the lower and middle tiers. Especially Southampton. They've been struggling from the start. Way too slow.
Could this be a tactic?
Oh, right on cue. The first obstacle appears. It's a slippery track to test preparation. This is where we find out. Did the clubs fix their weak points from last season? Or did they sharpen what already worked? Liverpool, Man City, and Arsenal are racing straight toward the first obstacle, keeping their blistering pace. And it's Liverpool who hits it first. Slot's first season in charge. Looks like they came prepared.
Arsenal's not far behind. They must have learned a lot from last season's title slip.
Here comes City, right on Arsenal's tail. Whoa! A bit shaky, but they recover quickly and charge ahead again. Next up, Chelsea, Newcastle, Aston Villa. They're entering the obstacle zone now.
Whoa, Chelsea plays it safe, really slowing down to avoid slipping.
Maybe a bit too cautious this early on.
Still, better to avoid a big blunder.
Meanwhile, Newcastle and Villa, they're not slowing down at all. They go full throttle. And boom, down they go. A massive slip. Mid-table teams won't miss this chance to close the gap.
Every team needs to find their own rhythm. It's a 38-game marathon. Pacing yourself is part of the game.
Here come the chasers. Tottenham, Brighton, and Nottingham Forest. Brighton especially, they're kicking it into another gear.
They surge past Chelsea. By round 12, they've climbed all the way to 3rd place. Even with constant manager changes, Brighton barely misses a beat. Honestly, it's amazing how they keep finding quality coaches.
Alright, let's check in on the teams further back in the pack. They're still jostling for position. Nothing too drastic yet, but it's intense out there. Oh, and just like that, the second obstacle appears. Obstacle number 2, the injury crisis.
To survive this one, teams need smart squad rotation, avoid overloading key players, and show tactical flexibility under pressure.
Will Jota's injury drag Liverpool down? Nope. Their attacking depth steps up and keeps them flying. Now it's Man City's turn. They're hit with a Rodri injury. That's a brutal one. Rodri's out, and that's a huge blow. Without their Ballon d'Or caliber midfielder, they slow down a lot. That opens the door for Brighton, now sitting in 3rd. Could this inner moment? City's faltering. Can Brighton take advantage and push higher?
No. Just when it looked promising, Brighton crumbles under their own injury woes.
Arsenal's not looking great either. Did they push their players too hard? Too many key injuries piling up? Are they about to fall apart?
Not so fast. Declan Rice steps up and they claw their way through with set pieces. They pass Brighton, and now they pass City too. They're up to 2nd.
Meanwhile, the mid-tier clubs hit the injury zone, and bodies are dropping everywhere.
Unless you've got a deep squad like the big clubs, staying consistent through an injury crisis is nearly impossible.
But wait! One unexpected team is storming ahead with serious pace, and that surprise team is Nottingham Forest. They weren't flashy early on, just a steady pace through round 12, staying mid to upper table. But now, they hit the second obstacle and explode forward. Up to 3rd place, Liverpool, Arsenal, and Nottingham Forest. All power through the second obstacle. Now we're moving past round 23 and heading into the 3rd zone, the attacking gauntlet.
This phase throws chaotic passes, long balls, and relentless shots at you. Only teams with solid defensive structure can survive this mayhem.
And yes, Liverpool and Arsenal show their class. They glide through. But what about Nottingham Forest? They looked strong until now. Can they keep it going? Hard to believe this team finished 17th last season, but here they are, defending with confidence, just like the big boys. Next up, Man City, Newcastle, Chelsea. All 3 navigate through the chaos cleanly.
But don't let that fool you. This phase is no walk in the park. If you've been lucky so far, you better be careful. The moment your defense slips, boom! You drop like a rock in the standings.
We've now hit round 29. The final stretch of the season begins. Let's take a look at the standings. Liverpool is on fire. They've built a solid lead at the top, and the Salah booster still going strong late into the season. Arsenal's hanging in there, but they just can't seem to close the gap.
And the real shocker? Nottingham Forest. Can they keep this up all the way to the finish line, even through the final obstacle?
And here we are, the final course. Mental warfare.
This is where it all comes down to mindset. fall into defeatism. We're not good enough anyway, or get complacent. We've done enough, and boom, it's over. Blame injuries, blame luck, doesn't matter. That's how you spiral.
Teams fighting relegation, they need desperation. Title contenders, they need that relentless winning mentality. And those aiming for Europe next season, they've got to want it more than anyone. Strong mentality decides final rankings. Mental attacks begin now. Uh-oh! Liverpool is wobbling. They've looked rock solid all season, but this is their first real stumble.
This is Arsenal's chance. Can they capitalize?
Nope, they're wobbling too. But Liverpool snaps out of it. They refocus, pick up speed, and leave everyone behind. And just like that, Liverpool clinches the title in dominant fashion.
What a debut season for manager Arne Slot. Huge congratulations to Liverpool. Anyone seen Nottingham?
Nottingham was doing so well, but they totally collapsed during the mental warfare. The fairy tale run ends here. They just couldn't hold their focus in the final stretch. Meanwhile, Man City, Chelsea, Newcastle, Aston Villa all charge into the final mental phase. And wow, they all hold steady, like they planned it together. And with that, the big clubs start locking in their top positions. Arsenal crosses the line in second, followed by Manchester City, Chelsea, and Newcastle, grabbing those Champions League spots. Aston Villa follows right after, securing a Europa League ticket. Nottingham finishes strong in 7th, good enough for the Europa Conference League playoffs. 8th goes to Brighton, 9th to Brentford, and 10th, Bournemouth. 11th, Fulham, 12th, Crystal Palace, 13th, Everton, 14th, West Ham, 15th, Manchester United, 16th, Wolves, 17th, Tottenham, 18th, Leicester City, 19th, Ipswich Town, 20th, Southampton.